Middlesex.
Mr. Speaker, that Liberal minister is completely out of touch with reality. The reality is, after 8 years of this Prime Minister, Canadians are struggling to eat and our food sovereignty is in jeopardy. The Liberal plan to triple the carbon tax is going to price our farm families right out of business. And the carbon tax to fertilizer reductions, this is actually going to make it more difficult for Canadian farmers, and this government's making it more difficult. Well, newsflash, no farms, no foods. So, Mr. Speaker, will the Prime Minister take responsibility for empty cupboards and empty stomachs and give Canadian farm families a break and axe the carbon tax?
The Honourable Minister of Natural Resources.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Once again, my Conservative colleagues missed the point that over 8 out of 10 Canadian families actually get more money back than they pay in the context of the carbon tax.
I'm sorry, but I mean, it started off with a little bit of rumbling, but now they're shouting at the top of their lungs, and that's really not acceptable in the House. I mean, we can tolerate a little bit, but once it starts becoming shouting, then it becomes almost bullying, where it's almost like you're in a schoolyard trying to bully someone into stopping. So I'm going to ask everyone to take it down a notch, and we'll let the Honourable Minister continue, please.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. As I was saying, the Conservatives conveniently ignore that 8 out of 10 Canadian families actually get more money back than they pay with respect to the price on pollution. I would say in the modern age, it is not a responsible position for a political party in this country to take to simply ignore the reality of climate change, which the Conservatives do conveniently every day in this House. You need to actually, if you're going to have a relevant economic plan for this country, you need to have a plan to fight climate change. That's exactly what we are doing.
The Honourable Member for Lambton, Kent, Middlesex.
Well, the Liberals are the kings of misinformation. Farmers don't get a rebate, and this government hasn't even hit a single climate target. And after 8 years of this Prime Minister, the carbon tax is making food too expensive for Canadians. Fertilizer restrictions are making it harder for farmers to grow food. Big grocery chains are nickel and diming our produce farmers with high fees while they're raking in record high profits. In this government, well, they've done nothing. So, Mr. Speaker, will the Prime Minister take responsibility for his mounting failures and give Canadian farm families a break and axe the carbon tax?
The Honourable Minister of Agriculture.
Mr. Speaker, today is Canadian Agriculture Day, and I'm very proud of everything we've done for our agricultural producers. We have funded the sector significantly to help them with green technology, nearly $500 million just for those green technologies. Yesterday, we announced an additional $150 million for the protein supercluster. We are also increasing our investment in risk management because we know that our producers are facing extreme weather events. And we also increased the budget of the Canadian Agricultural Partnership, which the Conservatives never did. Thank you.
Député de la Beauce.